What's up? It's Sadzilla with another video, and today we are going to be watching the season finale of Moon Knight, or series finale. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But before we get started, definitely go down below and click like and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified whenever I drop new songs or videos like this. Well, I just finished the last episode of Moon Knight. And what an incredible ending. I don't even know how to properly feel about what I just watched, because it's totally different than pretty much anything I've seen in the MCU, and different from a lot of different types of shows or movies that I've seen. You know, part of me really wanted to see Steven in the wider MCU, but really after seeing how they did it, and seeing how much it related to the comics, which is what I kind of expected them to do, but man, they even threw me for a loop. After seeing what they did, I really like how they ended the show, and it really, as much as I wanted to see Steven interact with the rest of the MCU, the fact that this is kind of like a standalone show is actually pretty awesome. You know, it leaves me wondering, surprisingly, what is real, what isn't real, and that feeling is not something that I would ever expect that I would get from an MCU show or an MCU movie. But I find it fascinating because, when you think about it, the things that the MCU is doing right now, and I know I'm not completely explaining what it is that I liked or didn't like about this episode. This is just the overall feeling. This is kind of like how I like doing my reviews here. But we just got the Eternals, right? We just got the Eternals, which was basically like an indie film with a huge budget, basically. The way that was directed and the things that Chloe Zhao ended up doing in that movie, and how she directed that movie, is like an indie film. It's like something that you would, see in the Oscars or something like that. I'm not saying it's that good of a movie. I'm just saying that the way that it was directed was directed with such sophistication, and it was characters first, and the way that she directed that movie was just incredible. And I find that Multiverse of Madness, directed by Sam Raimi, of course, is apparently so scary that people aren't wanting to take their kids to see this movie. One person that reviewed this movie after the premiere said that they just recently let their kid watch Poltergeist, but they will not allow their kid to watch that movie. So I haven't seen it yet, but from what I'm hearing from a lot of people is that it's a legit horror movie, which is not what I would ever expect from in the MCU at all. So the fact that we got this on top of, a horror movie and an indie film like Eternals is pretty awesome. It really is awesome to see them just stretch their legs and try these new things, because the concept that is Moon Knight is something that I would see in like an A24 film. It would be something that it's something that I can only relate to things that I've seen, like It Follows or Midsummer, or The Witch, where you're wondering wait, what did I just watch? And you have to go back and rewatch something like Mother, right? And I love movies that do that. And, I actually consider this to be more of like a Split type movie with James McAvoy, that movie. But it ended up being something even deeper and more meaningful, which I really just enjoyed. And we have like DC doing a lot of standalone stuff in their own universes and everything, and now we have the multiverse, and this could be in some kind of pocket universe. Who's to say it's not, right? And now that I'm thinking about it, there's definitely some comics that bridge the multiverses, and you have multiversal wars and stuff like that. So maybe we could see Moon Knight, interact with the rest of the MCU in some way, maybe in the future if they do that. But overall, like, I really did enjoy this episode, and overall, I really like this show. Some tidbits of thoughts about certain things that I liked about it. It kind of threw me off at first. I was like, okay, I don't really know where we're going with this. But definitely it picked up in the middle there. The action scenes were really cool. I enjoyed those. And Layla's character, how she got Hippo Lady to become her avatar, it ended up being really cool. And even though I feel like, okay, this is not real, this is not really what happened, or maybe this is not happening at all, I still got enjoyment out of it. That's really hard to do with something like that, because you don't expect to actually feel excited about something that isn't real, or you think maybe isn't real. But anyway, that wraps up my reviews of this episode and the season finale, series finale, I'm guessing, and overall this show in general. I really did enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Stay tuned for my Multiverse of Madness review coming in a couple of days with Ian Icy. And until then, I will see you guys next time.